There's no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Queen of England.
It's tragic, how about a new show, free automatic? I take a hoe, ain't nobody asking. Hoe talking shit like she gonna do magic. Ayy, find a little bitch in my attic, so hit it with paddock. Her name must be Jasmine. I take your killer, my name was Radit. So talking shit, she was in my house, she was doing that play.
Yeah, I know. For people who don't know or don't have a fucking childhood, MegaMind was a movie released in 2010 by DreamWorks. It was one of DreamWorks' lowest grossing movies at the time, grossing over $321 million and having a budget of $130 million. It didn't even break even at the time. It was one of DreamWorks' lowest grossing movies. And to be honest, it's a shame really, because the movie was good. The movie was great actually. It was a certified classic. Because it wasn't under the Shrek trilogy, the masterpiece Kung Fu Panda trilogy, the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, even the Madagascar trilogy. Despite what people think about those movies, they all weren't under MegaMind. MegaMind was its own thing, and because of that, it was an underrated gem really. Even though the movie didn't really have a good financial success, the movie going forward 14 years later was still praised by many people, myself included. A lot of people on the internet loved the movie. It was a certified classic. People made memes out of it. People praised it on the internet. I think that's why DreamWorks even considered a sequel in the first place. They saw the no bitches meme on TikTok and they were like, oh my gosh, people love our Mega Man movie. We're gonna make money again. So in 2022, when we saw that they were gonna make a sequel to MegaMind, it was gonna be about MegaMind going through a social media influencer, which, to be honest, it really wasn't a good idea on our parts. Cause why do we want to see our blue goat become a fucking TikTok dancer?
Oh no, there's so many waifus to choose from. How will I pick? Oh, well in Easy Guy Slow Life, you could have up to 40 waifus at the same time and 10 male companions.
But you know what? It was DreamWorks we're talking about. They're the same animation company that made Shrek 2 and the Panda movies. We were gonna let them cook regardless, because if they're making movies like Pussy and Boobs 2, hell yeah, we were in a treat for Mega Man. It's gonna be a fucking good ass sequel. Fuck is we talking? MegaMind 2. Wait, I'm sorry. It's not even called MegaMind 2. It's called MegaMind versus
The Doom Syndicate.
A little side note, do you guys ever notice that every time a blockbuster production movie has the term versus in it, it always ends up being dog shit? These movies, for an example. Yeah, let's just add MegaMind to that fucking list, because this movie is dog shit. So MegaMind versus the Down Syndrome is probably one of the worst sequels I've ever seen in a long time. It is probably the worst movie of this year, next to Madam Web. I honestly cannot believe this movie was made. This movie is utter complete dog shit. We are going back to back with trash ass movies, and this is a good example of what not to do with a sequel. If you were gonna make a sequel to one of the most underappreciated yet underrated movies in your discography, DreamWorks, at least do yourself a favor and animate the shit yourself. Don't hire a bunch of assholes to animate it for you. This franchise already had a hopeless future when it saw it didn't have a good box office worldwide profit. You're already burning the corpse with the second movie. The first one already sealed its casket. This movie is low budget as shit, from its dialogue, its writing, its pacing, its directing, its characters, its voice acting, its animation. Good God, especially the animation. The animation is fucking terrible. PS3 looking ass. I mean, look at this fucking poster. Look at MegaMind's face. Look at the details. Is this the face you make when you see the announcement of a MegaMind sequel on Peacock or the second coming of Christ? And the voice acting too. Like, no disrespect to these voice actors, but
For those who are just joining us, that's me, MegaMind, master of all.
that is not my goat. That is not my goal. Who is this random, bro? And to the people in my comments that are gonna be like, you're a grown-ass adult yelling about a kid's movie. You should be ashamed of yourself, mister. Shut your little ass up before I suplex you. Listen, there's a reason why me and a couple of other people are mad. You think I'm worse? Go meet up with the furries at the furry convention. See who's worse. I'm just gonna give a little over review on why I think the movie's bad. A little review so that way you don't have to watch it. A little short one because I'm not gonna describe the whole fucking movie. So our movie opens up with MegaMind talking to the viewers about the recap of the first movie, meaning that yes, this movie is canon to the first MegaMind movie, unfortunately. So then it cuts to these three individuals in fish costumes. I forgot their name, I don't fucking know. They're breaking into an aquarium to steal this diamond fish or whatever the fuck. Wait a minute. In the first movie, MegaMind and Metro Man were the only heroes and villains in Metro City. What the fuck? Who are these randoms, bro? They've never watched the first movie, so they're just random. They're just adding in their own headcanon at this point. So then MegaMind and Minion come in to save the day because they're still learning how to be heroes after the fight with Titan. Oh, I'm sorry, his name's not Minion anymore. His name is Chum.
Could you possibly serve a bad guy who's turned hero?
Quick correction there. Due to a cease and desist order from popular fast food chain Mr. Minion's Meatsicles, I can no longer call myself Minion. So, MegaMind gave me a new name. Old Chum. It means old friend.
In the movie, they say it's for legal reasons, like they had a restaurant that was named Minion, so he can't use the name Minion anymore. In my opinion, they probably changed his name because of some other legal reasons, like Minion from Despicable Me. But if that's the case, isn't Universal owning like DreamWorks and Illumination, which are both companies that made Despicable Me and MegaMind? So if they change it because of that, that's kind of stupid because they're both owned by the same fucking company. So then they try to stop the bad guys, but the bad guys know how to maneuver their tactics. So MegaMind tries to capture them in this yellow thing that he's never used before, but for some reason in this second movie he knows how to use it. This would be really useful on Titan, just saying. So then some shit happens with the robot. It's malfunctioning. So these three fucking goober fishes get out and they make a Titanic joke.
MegaMind, your gadgets are like the Titanic, a total disaster.
Put a finger down if when you were 14 years old you went to go see Zootopia in theaters on opening night with your mom and you thought it was...
So then these goobers from the Bikini Bottom pull out this fish tank that they got out of nowhere. Like, it just came out of nowhere, quite frankly. It shoots water, so they shoot water at MegaMind and fucking Chum. I know it sounds like I'm bored. Like, I'm boring of making this movie. But to be honest, this movie's not really interesting. But I'm trying my best here. So then MegaMind stops the three individuals with the fish that he kept in a cube that he had from the first movie. You remember the cube shit? So the fish pops out inside their fish tank and it's about to crash, but there's a little mom and her children. MegaMind, now realizing that he is a hero now, goes ahead and pulls out this portal gun that he looks like he got from Rick and Morty. I don't know, he never had that in the first movie. That's another thing he never had. So he saves the mom and her children and puts the criminals back to the aquarium so that way he could arrest them. And the day is saved. MegaMind saves the day. And that's the end of that chapter. Yeah, overall, I love to give this movie a full review. But honestly, this movie is so fucking boring. I almost thought about jacking off midway watching it. But then I realized to myself I had to watch it for the plot. So, unfortunately, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. This movie may not be the worst movies. Oh, trust me, I've seen some worse movies. No matter what. But this is still up there. It's not a good sequel. Honestly, I expected something better. And I just hope, I pray to God that Kung Fu Panda 4 will be DreamWorks' comeback. MegaMind versus the Doom Syndicate, 2 out of 10. And that's it for my review. Let me know if you guys want me to review more movies in the future, and I'm out. Peace. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and watch Kung Fu Panda 4.
Stay on my lane, yo. It's getting late, bro. I stay connected, yeah, we clicking like it's Legos. I'm counting guala like we looting some rainbows. I told my homeboy spinning block like a tornado. Yeah, we gon' hop out, make sure we get all the angles. But we just fucking, we don't really got a label. You kinda mean, but it's all fun and playful. Yeah, we was linking back in Feb, but you ain't broke up in April. Ooh,